Hi students, this is the second part of reproduction in animals. So before this part, we have discussed earlier one session about this chapter. Today we are going to see about the topics, that is viviparous and oviparous animals. We have learned that some animals give birth to young ones while some animals lay eggs which later develop into the young ones. We have already learned that some animals will directly give birth to the young ones and some animals will lay the eggs, okay, and that egg will be developed into new animals by the help of mother. Okay, the animals which give birth to the young ones are called viviparous. The animals which give directly birth to the new young ones, they are known as viviparous. Okay, viviparous animals. These animals which lay, those animals which lay eggs are called oviparous animals. The animals which lay eggs, they are known as oviparous animals. The following activity will help you understand better and difference between the viviparous and oviparous. I think you already know about the difference between the egg laying animals and directly birth giving to the young ones. You know about that one. The eggs of few animals are easy to collect because their mothers lay them outside their bodies. So you can collect these some eggs of some animals like hens, duck. So like the crocodiles, we can easily collect the eggs of these animals. Why? Because their mothers will lay the eggs outside the body. So these animals from which you have collected the eggs are example of oviparous animals. The which you have collected the eggs, they are the example for the oviparous animals. But we would not be able to collect the eggs of the dog, cows or cat. This is because they do not lay eggs. The mother gives birth to the young ones directly. These are the example for the viviparous animals. Like human beings, egg, dog, cats, they will directly give birth to the young ones. These are the example for the viviparous animals. So can you now give some more example for the viviparous and oviparous animals? You can give different types of example for the viviparous and oviparous animals also. So young ones to adult. The new individuals which are born or hatched from the eggs continue to grow till they become adults. The new young ones which comes out from the egg or which comes out from which hatches from the egg, they will continuously growing until they will become adult. Okay. In some animals, the young ones may look very different from the adults. Recall the life cycle of silkworm. For example, you can see some animals, they do not match each other. For example, silkworm, from egg it will become larva or caterpillar, pupa and adult. This is the stage how the silkworm will develop into an adult stage. First of all, it will be an egg and it will become larva or caterpillar. Larva or caterpillar means it is the insect of silkworm. Okay. Afterwards, it will become pupa. So and it will become adult. You studied in class 7. Frog is another such example. Okay. Observe the different stages of frogs starting from the eggs to the adult stage. We find that there are the three distinct stages, that is egg, tadpole or adult. You can see in this diagram. So these are the eggs of frog and it will convert into the early tadpole and later tadpole or late tadpole, and afterwards it will develop into a new frog or adult frog. Okay, this is the life cycle how the frog will comes to the adult stage. Eggs, early tadpole, late tadpole, and it will develop into an adult frog. And another one we have, so you must have seen the beautiful moth emerging out from the cocoon. In this case, tadpoles, they transfer into adults capable of jumping and swimming. The transformation of larva into an adult through drastic changes is called metamorphosis. This drastic change of eggs into tadpoles, early tadpoles and later, this changes takes place now, that is known as metamorphosis. The changes of stages, the changes of stage which takes place in the frogs, that changes is known as, that process of changing is known as metamorphosis. What about the changes that we observe in the body as we grow? So do you think we too undergo metamorphosis? In human beings, body parts similar to those who are present in the adults and present from the time to the birth. So we are also changing our body parts in the size but not in shape. Okay, so but we can't undergo, we will not go under the metamorphosis, but in frogs we can see the metamorphosis process. Okay, so until now we have discussed about the sexual reproduction. Now we are going into the asexual reproduction. We have two types of reproduction. I have said in the earlier session, that is we have, so in animals we have two types of reproduction. They are sexual reproduction and asexual reproduction. Until now we have seen about the sexual reproduction, and now we are entering the asexual reproduction. So far we have learned about reproduction in some familiar animals, but what about very small animals like hydra and microscopic organisms like amoeba? So until now we have discussed about the big animals like multicellular organisms. So, but what about very small animals like hydra and amoeba, which cannot be seen by our naked eyes? How they will reproduce? Do you know how they reproduce? Let us find out. So this is the diagram of hydra. So initially, so like this the hydra will be present. This is the growing part which we can see in the hydra. After some days it will grow like this, and after complete development it will detach from the mother body and it will grow into a new organism. Okay, so like this the hydra will grow. So this is the amoeba. So mother cell, we call this one as a mother cell or daughter cell, we can call. Inside this one cell amoeba we have one nucleus. That nucleus will starts dividing into two nucleus. After some days it will totally divides into two parts of that amoeba, and at certain some stage it will convert into a new two daughter amoebas or daughter cells. These are capable for giving birth to the another two young ones of amoeba. So this is how the division takes place in the amoeba, or reproduction takes place in the amoeba. The nucleus will undergo into the divide, and they will form a two nucleus or two bodies, and that will grow into a new young ones. Okay, this is how. So this process is known as binary fusion in amoeba. This separation of nucleus into new individuals is known as binary fusion in amoeba. That is only they have given the explanation in this one. And reproduction in which animals reproduce by dividing into two individuals is called binary fusion. I have already said you. Apart from budding and binary fusion, this process is known as budding. The separation of new young ones from the mother part or from the vegetative part, that is known as budding in hydra takes place, and binary fusion in amoeba. There are other methods by which single parent reproduce the young ones. You will study about these in your higher classes. This asexual reproduction you will see in the higher classes. They have only given two types of asexual reproduction. They are budding and binary fusion. Budding takes place in hydra and binary fusion takes place in amoeba. So they have given, you can study this one. So this is what about your chapter, that is reproduction in animals. These are the points which we have covered in this chapter: asexual reproduction, binary fusion, budding, eggs, embryo, external fertilization, fetus, internal fertilization, metamorphosis, oviparous animals, sexual reproduction, sperm, viviparous animals, and zygote. These are the points which we have discussed in this chapter, and I have covered all these points. And go through with these points. What you have learned in this lesson, they have given in the textbook also. We go through with these points. We will come to know the definition of some certain words like metamorphosis, binary fusion is there, so budding is there, viviparous animal is there, so fetus is there, embryo is there. So like this, you will get the different types of definition in this. What you have learned in this main page. Okay. So go through with this one. If you have any doubts, you can comment in the comment box. We will give the suggestion for your doubts also. Take care. Have a nice day. See you in the next session. Take care. Bye.